Okay.
Is it live? Or is it Memorex?
Well, for people who don't know that here, I mean,
Welcome
they're
to
a little too
Buddies
young
and
for that.
Banter, the Uncensored
I thought we were going to
podcast,
redo
where
this.
Our topics are raw, our opinions are strong, and our filters
Well,
are definitely
we'll
off.
talk about that here in a second.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the audio today. Things are all wonky. But hey, we're live.
I mean, saying to adjust that one, I mean, we haven't done anything for 80 days.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's
whose
clear.
fault is that?
It's clear. Nothing works.
I think we know whose fault that is.
Everything's down.
Don't we?
Everybody's been out. Somebody's been out drinking, and partying, and you know.
I've got stuff to talk about today.
We
I'm
were
upset.
only gone a week, so it wasn't us. No, it's definitely somebody else. So, yeah, welcome to folks to this live broadcast. We have not been actually live since 80 days, which is actually April.
Have we
20th.
aged?
I have. I know I have.
Well, yeah. You walk like an old man.
Well, yeah, I do right now. So, but I'm getting that taken care of. Since April 27th was the last live we did, and then we did a special. If you have been looking on there, we did a special video where we actually interviewed the head coach of Forney High School softball team, which is actually Michael's brother, and we did that on June 5th. That was a great interview, about 30 minutes. So, and if you haven't seen it, go out there and look at it. It's really insightful because we've talked about him a lot here on this podcast. So, and it was a privilege and an honor to finally get him on. So,
Says
Nice.
who?
I say that. I don't care what you say.
Okay. Just asking.
You know, and we did it at the pub. Believe it or not.
We did.
That's why it wasn't live though, because we kind of snuck in there the equipment and what have you. So, yeah, April 27th, we got a whole hell of a lot to talk. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the entire world's about to blow up.
I believe it.
Yep.
You know? I mean, we actually had Alex come to an epiphany last time when we were here on the
But
live.
you still have it.
Oh, I think it's gotten even worse. I think
It's hard because the economy is as strong as it's ever been, is my comment. But the unit of measure that I have is the stock market.
Okay.
So every time I make that statement, people look at me like I'm fucking stupid.
No, I love
Well,
it.
yeah, because it's not hitting that. It's not hitting Main Street. You're talking about Wall Street.
I love it when the stock market goes up.
Right.
That helps my accounts big time.
And it helps the business.
But we
Wait
also
a minute, real quick. What's the percentage of individuals on Main Street who are actually invested in Wall Street in the stocks?
I have no idea. Yeah.
80% are not.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I agree with. Like it's this the stock market is not
So
for us.
that's a horrible gauge.
well, no,
I don't-
It's good for us.
No.
But not good for everybody
I think
else.
you're missing the bigger picture because it's not good for the country because it's again Wall Street and the big organizations who are basically taking their profits. They're not giving it out and paying higher wages. They're not giving benefits. They're actually pulling all that back.
Yeah. So I think what's going to happen is I think they are pumping the stocks because it's pumping.
Well, of course, that's all Trump's making his money right now.
I know. And soon enough, whenever we won't know the date, we won't know the
But
time.
no, it's
It'll
like,
all-
but it's gonna tank.
it will tank
It's gonna tank a lot
a lot because right now it's pumping a lot.
because right now,
It's all coordinated.
right now the markets think Trump is taco.
The what?
You haven't heard that Wall Street's calling him Taco?
What? I have no idea. what
Oh,
the
that's
fuck
Wall
that-
Street who started that whole thing. You know, and basically it's because
Sorry, I've been drinking the last 2 weeks.
So,
What are you talking
was
about?
it- What's the-
Tariffs.
he's a flip flopper.
What was something? Tariffs. Something chickens out.
Yeah, something chicken out. So
Tariff.
let's ask ChatGPT.
Tariff something chickened out.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like basically he goes in there,
Smells
he threatens all these tariffs, and then he backs out the last minute.
Right. Yeah. So that's what.
Tariffs always Trump always chickens
Yeah, but
out.
it's coordinating the stock. So he imposes a tariff, the stock crashes. Everyone puts in money,
Yeah,
then
but
it
right-
pumps. When he decides at the last second that he's not going to do it.
reaches out all to the billionaires and tells them exactly what he's going to do.
Right.
But what the key is now is because used to that they would do the market would drop when he talked about tariffs.
Right.
But then he would kept chickening out. It's Trump always chickens out. That's
So
what it is.
here's the thing: when people started calling Trump Taco, they're not talking about. And this is the funny thing: they're not talking about the tasty Mexican dish. It stands for Trump always chickens out. The nickname exploded in May of 2025 thanks to Financial Times columnist Robert Armstrong, who used it to mock Trump's habit of making aggressive tariff threats and then backing off the markets, and they react badly.
Right.
Point being is the markets are no longer reacting to his flip-flopping, which again, if you look at the last week, he's flip-flopped 3 times again. You know, coming up, we're going to have, you know, in 50 days, we're going to have another 35% tariffs on the EU and the UK. Well, didn't you just do a goddamn deal with the UK? I mean, come on, dude. You know?
If tariffs ever stick, then the market will tank.
Absolutely. You know, but I mean,
But he's just-
but we're already starting to feel it at the mainstream because of the tariffs. Because whether they're not happening or not, companies, large corporations, they always are proactive to make sure their bank accounts aren't hit,
And their products are out there.
and their prices are going up already.
Yeah.
Inflation went up last month. How can we blame Biden for that one?
We cannot.
Yeah, well,
Oh, he's going to.
well,
I'm just saying somebody's going to hold it back. I hope it's not me. So the stocks are up, which gets everybody excited. But I'm not putting my fucking money in there because I know the second I do, because I'm a bad gambler. Number one, I suck at gambling.
Yeah.
Whatever I bet, you do the
yeah,
opposite.
I don't do. The last time I did stock market was 1987 when it crashed.
Right. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put money into the stock market, and literally the next day it's gonna fucking tumble.
No. And
guarantee
the
you.
question I ask you, Michael, is I mean, I know that you have some probably low risk in regards to where your investments are because your financial partner handles that. But I mean, are you considering moving it as well?
I mean, I'm at the well, since I'm retired, I'm not in the high risk anymore.
Not at more, but I mean, remind yourself what you lost before you gained it back when he was starting to do his flip flop and putting those tariffs out there.
I lost probably 20%.
Yeah, and just for the record, guys, I won't tell you the dollar amount. His 20% is a shitload of money.
But 20%.
I just need gas money.
But it just.
Anybody gonna give me gas money?
But it
It bounced back, but as you just say, you know,
And again,
once,
that was just paper.
once they
But it's like
stick-
I'm at the point right now where it's like I'm retired. There's nothing else. There's nothing new going into my investments.
nothing new,
If
but can you move
anything,
them to
but
somewhere
it's
else
like
to make it even lower risk?
well, you probably could.
I mean, at least until the orange man gets out. I mean, and then it's going to take a good decade or so to kind of unwind everything that he puts in place and screwed up. I mean, and that's 13 years down the line because he still has another 3 years with us.
Yep. I mean, at least as of right now, I'm not taking a. Well, I guess some people would consider it a big amount.
Yeah, they would.
I'm talking about
Most
out
people,
each month.
most people on Main Street would consider that a big amount that you get each month. Trust me.
Well, I'm not talking about that because that's guaranteed.
From what, Social Security?
No.
No.
No, he started collecting that next year. No, what his investment is.
Well, no. It's like I've got an annuity that I basically cashed out. Well, I wouldn't cashed out. I annuitized it, so I get a good amount of
Like
monthly.
an allowance.
monthly.
It's an allowance, pay for his bills.
But then but it's not enough for my entire year expenses because I spent more than that.
Well, you enjoy life.
I do.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and that's why you and I have talked about getting that extra income next year when you decided to finally accept Social Security.
Well, it's like
Can you explain what the process you went through? Because I think more people should do what you did to understand it and exactly why you're taking it a little bit earlier.
Well, I mean, once you're sick, I think it's 62, or at least it was for me. You could at least start taking Social Security,
Yeah, and I think it's like 65, 70% or something.
and it's at a lower amount. And then for me to get fully, I'm at 67. But then each year the amount kind of goes up, and so it's like once. If you had other income, now annuities don't count for it because I checked on it.
Correct.
But it's like if you're still working, and I was having still some 1090. I mean, this will be the first year that I won't have a W-2 income of any type. But I basically then started looking at it because it's like, okay, I'm taking more money out of my investments each year. But it's like I took it, how much it would be if I took it now at 63, and then I did it by 64, 65, 66, and 67. And then if you take that amount, and then it's like
Extrapolate
compounded
it.
and all like stuff, how long would it take before you kind of go over the break even? So it's like, okay, if I took it at 62, I'm getting a smaller amount. If I waited till 67, then when would be the flip that I would be receiving more going at 67?
Right.
Because I'm getting it early, and it's just like.
And how much did you lose if you took it earlier versus
But it's
later?
like, for me, is forget about the 62 because that's already past it. But if I take it at
time.
if I take it at 65
next year.
next year, and it's like, it would not be until I'm like
70.
no, it was close.
Oh,
to
yeah, you said 90, wasn't it?
no, I was close to 80.
Yeah.
I was the upper like 78 or whatever before it would flip, where then basically
Makes
I'd be
sense.
making more money.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, you lose something in that time period, but you really don't lose enough that's going to be,
But then
Impacting.
it's like I'm looking at. There's no guarantee I'm going to live that long.
yeah.
And then
Let's go to World War III, nobody's gonna
plus, if I take that money now, that means I'm taking less out on the investment. So it's like I'm going to be earning interest or not losing interest or
Now,
whatever.
the interesting thing about it is I've been an advocate for I don't know how many years of people taking early. I mean, as soon as I can't wait to hit 62, I'm taking it. I'm out. Just simply because because he's actually just out of office if he doesn't get his third term when I'm hitting 62. So if Social Security is still around there, I'm going to take it. It may not be with the Republicans in office. But, I mean, I keep telling everybody I come across who's reaching that age, take it, because one, you're not guaranteed to live as long as they want because they do want you to actually die before you get 67 and 70. That's the whole point. So I'm like, if I can live off that amount and some extra income off the side, whatever it may be, I could do it. I don't need this fancy, I don't need a fancy house or cars or shit like that. I mean, what the hell?
I do.
I'd rather, well, no, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, I the last election just floored me of all the people that voted for Trump,
Including the two here on this side.
and it was just like
Yeah, but okay. So it's okay. So you voted for the other guy. Okay?
her.
And like, so you just said, yeah, my bank account's looking
Okay,
kick ass
listen,
because
okay.
the economy's up. So
Okay,
how
no,
do you
okay.
justify?
Are you saying that it wouldn't have? First of all, he lost money, then he gained it back. Obviously.
Well,
Because-
there's
No. Hold up, because I need to finish this point real quick, and then you can jump back on yours. He obviously lost money when he started inputting these tariffs demands out there. Then he flip
it's
flopped.
only a loss if you pulled out. Did you pull out? You did not pull
The
out.
value of it does
Depends
make a
on what you're
difference.
talking about.
Facts.
So when Trump started flip flopping, obviously Wall Street
You set
basically
yourself up for that one.
Wall Street basically said, "Screw you! You're never going to tariff. You're just a liar, anyways, like you've always been your entire life." So there's no guarantee in a stock market, period. Anyways, investment wise,
The Trumpers-
So the point being is, it would have probably continued to increase.
Trump-
It increased over in Biden's term more than anybody.
Yeah,
ever.
but it's on a fucking tear right now. Increase.
It's just gonna tank.
It's going to
It's
implode.
gonna, we know it's gonna tank.
I agree. So because there are such things
So-
as you got to let somebody finish the thought, brother. There is such thing as overvalued in stocks, right? So like eventually, soon or later, the stock, whatever it is overvalued, and it has to tank. Like Nvidia's at the like $1 trillion mark. It's like the highest they've ever fucking been. That's not going to last forever.
My question to you is there is also a point of threshold where they're funneling funds out. They're doing stock buybacks individually. That doesn't affect their stock tremendously.
Right.
So they're already siphoning funds off, and they're actually putting it into their actual liquid cash is what they're doing. And they're doing this in preparation because they know it's going to implode. It
has to implode.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, he's going to do it anyways because that's how he's gained $4 or $5 billion himself.
So when do you think it's going to retract?
We don't know.
No, we don't know.
We don't know, but something's going to happen that's going to do it. But I mean, I look at it right now.
Another terrorist act.
Yeah, but it
I
wasn't
know.
the war.
I-
No, well, the war temporarily did it.
But I'm just
No,
saying.
we're talking about a terrorist on our homeland. That's what's going to happen.
I mean,
We're not safe.
Our country is getting worse and worse right now. But when it goes and it's going to hit what's going to crater and all that stuff is we're going to hit that. I can't tell you when, But all I know is
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm going to end up better than most of the other people around.
Maybe this could be the same as the home crisis, the homes, right?
2008, yeah,
Right, because
2009, yeah.
people see that they're doing the
But
same activity as they were in 2001. They're buying shit. They're taking out debt. They're just buying more stuff because they're like, oh,
And they're moving into crypto.
yeah, and they're like, if worse comes to worse, my stock portfolio will cover my loss.
But the
Right?
key with me is I think the country's going in the shit show right now. But there's nothing I can do because it's going to affect me less than it's going to affect a hell of a lot of other people. I look at the big, great bill that just passed, which I don't think it is. And what's funny is you see some of the Republicans that have voted for it are now coming back trying to change some stuff.
Yeah, they're putting bills in place to try to get them actually passed to actually pull out the crap they voted for.
Yeah.
Like Medicare cuts. Josh Hawley from Missouri is trying to do that.
But
But he still voted for it.
But for me personally, all right, the two things that basically that had the effect on me was one was the SALT deduction, because when Trump passed in 2017, it limited your state taxes and property taxes to $10,000, where it used to be unlimited. Well, now they've upped that to 40. So for me, I got some high property taxes, and then you add sales tax on that. There was about $7,000 that I'm losing on deductions that now I get back on deductions. So that's
Right.
good. That's going to help me. And then there's a thing where on the Social Security, where Trump is saying Social Security is no longer being taxed. That's not true. But supposedly there's an adjustment for $6,000 that will.
Yeah, so they're going to get it somewhere.
65 or older, yeah.
So so those are two things that could help me out just on the loan or whatever, and I don't get hit by anything else.
Yeah.
So for me, everything to me is going to be better, but for the majority of the people, it's not.
Okay,
I just-
and I want to hit on that point of Social Security because it's extremely important. Because also I want to talk about no tax on tips, because this is what he sold. This
Right,
bill of
which is live,
bullshit.
right? No taps on tips.
Yeah,
Tips.
yeah. Well, up to a certain point, and they expire. And
I
this
don't
is this
really
is
know what that means.
This is the expiration.
I know
date.
what an expiration date is.
And
Don't
this
give
is
a-
the expiration
I'm fucking
date.
stupid. I'm just
The,
saying. I don't know.
the expiration date on the tips is the exact same thing on Social Security. Under the one big beautiful bill, taxpayers 65 and older get a $6,000 deduction, which you talked about. $12,000 if it's a married couple filing jointly. That directly offsets Social Security income, and this reflex works like this: if effectively removed taxes and benefits for 88% of the seniors, but it's not permanent. It's just a deduction that phases out at $75,000 individual or $150,000 for couples. This deduction is only for tax years 2025 to 2028. Starting in the 2029 tax return, he's out of office. It expires.
Yeah. And you know what's funny about
Same
that
thing on
threshold too
tips-
is 150 is the new, we'll call it 98,000, 90,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 100,000 is the new 50,000.
Yeah.
It's the new poverty,
But
right?
that's not the average income in the country. So
No, but you can't buy shit for fucking nothing anymore.
No.
Anything. Everything's like $50. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything's $50. It's like, hey, I need to buy this thing.
Yeah,
$50.
I had this conversation with a friend the other day when I was having some cocktails. And basically, I go into Tom Thumb, and I'm a couponer, no doubt about it. I get 2 bags full. I'm still paying $80, $90.
Yeah, but I'm done with Tom Thumb. I love Tom Thumb, and I do, but I can't afford that shit, dude.
You can't afford any of the grocery stores.
No, so I'm
Period.
going to Walmart.
Walmart's going to screw you too. Make sure you
Well, you want
double
something
check,
about-
double check what you're when they say you get a discount. Make sure you do.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened when Jennifer was in town, and we got, I guess she got the deals of 12-pack of Cokes, 1 for each, or buy 1, get 2 free or something. And she got like 6 or 7 of them.
Yes, because they're
Guess what?
$10 a piece.
Guess what? She was not paying attention. She was chatting. She swiped her card, and I'm looking at it because I'm a couponer, and I'm like, whoa. Unfortunately, I hate, you need to come over here and refund this. She got another $40 back. It's just like, she goes, I don't usually look at it. It's like, you need to start looking at it.
Yeah.
She's on a limited income. You need to start looking at it. It is crazy, the prices out there. And our prices, I
They're
mean,
not going down.
look at it anywhere in comparison to the United States to another country.
Yeah.
We are extremely high, where it used to be the reverse. It was cheaper to live in the United States. It's not anymore.
Well,
That's why
fortunately, I
everyone's
think,
leaving.
I mean, we've decided to keep prices down. I think that's why we're like skirting under the drama of inflation. Like we're our lowest tier. So we had multiple tiers. We're still selling at our lowest tier. People are buying like hotcakes because we're underneath the thing. But I don't know, man.
You,
I think
you did a double tier. I mean, you obviously did your tiering, stability, but you also cut overhead. That was a smart thing to do.
right.
I mean, because if you maintained your overhead, your lower tier would not be helping you at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No, but I my biggest concern right now is the stock market, because it's in my opinion that everybody moves based on that. So it's high, it's surging. So then our customers are buying, they're spending money or whatever, which is back to, like I said, in the housing market thing. It's like people are just buying, and then they're going to have debt. They're doing the pay for 4 equal installments or whatever. We do them too. My travel card is like a equal in 4. By the time it's paid off, I go again.
But we know sooner or later, because of what Trump's doing is not going to keep it going up. He's just buying time or whatever.
He's pumping oxygen just until it implodes. That's all. That's it. You know, and the sad thing about it is everybody trying to base it on the stock market is stupid.
Well, if you're ready, I'll put money into it. It'll dive.
I mean,
those corporations aren't going to buckle under, because they're going to have enough liquid cash they're funneling out already.
Right.
They're the smart ones because they're being given the heads up.
Bitcoin is up 20% over the last.
And I mean, I
10
just,
days.
I don't
and
understand
it's like
that. But
on the crypto, probably right now you can make a fortune, but sooner or later the bottom's going to fall
It's
out on
all
that.
fake, bro. So
I know it is.
I made $200 or whatever on the latest one. Was it's called Pingu. It's a little puffy penguin fucking character. What is that? It's nothing. You can't take that shit anywhere. You can't buy a house with it. It's all
in thin
bullshit.
air. It's like,
Yeah, it's all pool. Yeah, it's all whatever. So when the Trump people decide to coordinate, because that's what I believe. I'm not delusional. Okay, I treat the stock market the same way I do a slot machine. 100%. I go to a slot machine, I put $100. If I'm up 200, I pull it out. I go buy a steak dinner. I understand. I'm not putting my life savings in the stock
That
market.
$100 still won't pay for the steak dinner.
No, well now I have 3, right? But if I leave it in the machine, I'm destined to lose, right? You keep hitting the button, you're gonna lose no matter what.
Yep.
Or if you miss your flight, or if you book the wrong one, you're gonna lose.
yeah, but I'm still stuck on the fact that you voted for it. I mean,
Because I'm in the age demographic where I'm
Yeah,
still
but-
sold on a bunch of shit.
yeah, but didn't we as older individuals spend a lot of our time leading up to the election trying to convince you differently?
Yeah.
And how much of what we told you came true?
I don't know. Where's your little chart? See, you never fucking kept track of it.
Because it's out of the freaking market. I mean, it's blown up like crazy. This entire world has.
Right.
He's saying the board's not big enough.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what he's saying.
Taco's gone crazy.
I
I
mean,
never heard of that until today.
I mean, all these people for illegal, they were only going to get, I mean, they believed that Trump was only going to get rid of the people that were the riffraff and the terrible that have been committing crimes. They're taking everybody off the street now.
I mean, it doesn't
Right.
matter who it is. I mean, and they're pulling off actual citizens by mistake. By mistake. Now,
And
they're
it's
brown.
like-
They're brown
and
people.
it's just like if you had those kind of people, I mean, illegal people living in, part of your family, and you voted for Trump, I have no sympathy for you because you are basically going to lose your loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
the hardest part.
It was interesting because there is a Republican House member that came out last night or this morning where she's basically, because she knows this is going to hit the fan. She knows shit's going to hit the fan when it comes to these deportations and this roundup and abductions and kidnappings that's actually happened by ICE, who have basically has the largest budget in the entire history of this country.
Right.
More than the Department of Defense it has budget-wise. Keep that in mind. Over $1 trillion is at their disposal now. She put up a potential bill that basically says after 5 years where you have not committed anything, you've been here, you've done your job, you paid your taxes, you've done everything right with the exception that you came here illegally, you are no longer illegal. You can no longer be deported. Why is a Republican putting that up? Because they know shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah. I mean, my lawn guy's still cutting my yard, so.
Well, you know how many of the people who aren't have lost all theirs. I mean, you look at a Home Depot in certain places. Look at Home Depot over in the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Republican mayor who, for the first time in a long time, got elected, and he's out there saying, Home Depot, it's empty. There's nobody. Not even people who would buy shit's there.
Yeah, they're afraid to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be too.
I mean, is it Joe Rogan who has his own podcast?
Joe Rogan.
Rogan has his own podcast. I mean, he's basically going, why are we doing this on these supposedly illegals that are not committing any crimes or
Right.
whatever? But they're trying to do this. They're trying
Because
to hit
they're brown.
this quota
They're brown.
to go there. And it's just like, it's,
Yeah, Stephen Miller, who's actually the deputy chief of staff in the White House, basically demanded, I mean, this little fucking squeamy little motherfucker, demanded that ICE detain at least 3,000 individuals a day.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're like, oh, hell yeah, and look at the violence and how they're actually obtaining these people.
Right.
I mean, that's not American. That's not the right. That's not even a human way of doing things. I have a
But-
question for you, Kara, though.
uh-oh.
And this is about on the big, beautiful bill. And I want to know because you have kids. And the SNAP programs
I have
and
kids.
things of that. Well, but she's a little bit more in tuned in than you are, trust me.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Mom is more in tune to it. I mean, I don't know if you know enough about it, but I mean, just what you have heard, what is your impression of it? Eliminating school meals and things of that sort for not necessarily your kids, because obviously, you probably even do their own lunches and all that, but other kids, other underprivileged children.
I mean, my kids don't eat the stuff that I pack, so they do eat the school lunch.
They're
they
gone.
Prefer it.
They're gone.
Then my kids are gonna have to eat whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, so like when Ethan was in pre-K, he was a very, very picky eater, and it took him like having to eat what everyone else was eating, right? Like this is what you eat, in order for him to actually like expand his palate. So it's just gonna have to be the other way around.
Yeah. I mean, it's just why are we taking from the mouths of kids and put in the pockets of millionaires and billionaires?
because that's who's
Because
running the
because
country
they
right now.
extended
Exactly.
because they took the food out of the kid's mouth in this bill and then put money into the pockets of millionaires and billionaires permanently. There's no expiration. Why is there an expiration on no taxes on Social Security or tips that end in 2028, but no expiration on what we did in the tax cut specifically for the billionaires and millionaires? Because that's exactly who wants this country to be ran that way. It's about he mentions it, and it's kind of interesting. I talked about this to somebody the other day. Have you seen the Golden Age on HBO Max?
The golden age. No, I have
Gilded Age.
Gilded Age,
Yes,
Gilded Age.
I'm caught up.
Well, that's what Trump wants, the situation of the classes, where you actually have those who don't have serve us. Those who have are the highfalutin individuals, because he always mentions the golden age. That's exactly what he wants to happen back in this country. I mean, the rich needs to be controlling everything again, which is not only just a kickback to the Gilded Ages, but also back to the European way of doing things when, the kings were in charge and the queens were in charge and bullshit like that. The time of the classes to put wedges that big in front and between us is gone. It should be gone. And let's talk about all the programs that we have now been cut for underprivileged children around the world, malnutrition, HIV, malaria, all these things, all these programs are cut. What that does, it leads us to more death. So, I mean, there's statistics that are already proven that every single fucking day, 50,000 people in the world are dying because of the programs that we've cut.
But nobody really notices it because it's in another country.
Well, here's the good news. I have a guest speaker today. His name is Charlie Kirk. He's joining us live right now. Charlie, what do you think?
Yeah, that asshole.
I love that guy. All the time, like fucking love Charlie Kirk.
I don't know why.
Well, his big spiel right now is that people the students are trying to say that black people create more crime because they're impoverished, and he says no, that they're not. It's because they have lack of a parent and resources.
That is actually true.
Right.
The fact of the matter is that's exactly what the actual upper class wanted of that. So, I mean, there were only, 1/3 or 2/3 of a citizen at one point? That's exactly how they
I
wanted
think
it.
Charlie Kirk is an implant. I think they've put him in there.
The interesting about it is there's some things I actually agree with him, and other things I was like, dude, where'd you come from?
Well, it's unfortunately his shtick is he he picks on uneducated people. Like he goes to the colleges or universities, so they
Well,
it appears as if they're educated,
and-
but they're
Why
all
are
like
you
freshmen and
explaining
shit.
this to me? I have seen him.
And
I
he
do know
and
who
there's
he
a lot of
is.
times he gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
But some of these
and the
fucking,
interesting,
like,
the interesting,
these
the other,
college
the
kids.
other one who's trying to do that is Candace Owens, and I mean, just lately, she was preaching about all these like, well, why should these women get handed these handouts and this and this and not, and got her ass handed to her, and she just stood there in complete
Yeah.
silence.
One of his favorite questions is, "What is a woman?"
Oh my god, and it's all about transgender shit. I mean, it's that. I mean,
Oh, I haven't meaning to fucking ask you. So, what do you think about Lily over at the Disney World thing? Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay,
What?
so a transgendered person, her name is Lily, and she
Lily Tino.
Lily,
You guys have not
Lily
heard.
Tino.
this.
So it was biologically it's
Male.
a male. He
Born a male.
Has born a male. He has transgendered to female.
She is
so she is now. I'm doing the best I can on this.
I mean-
okay. So she has been going to Disney World and posting videos in the bathroom, but not like just like, hey, I'm Lily, I'm in the bathroom at Disney World or whatever, right? However, people are pissed because in the background it's like other people, children, women, or whatever.
So Lily Tino had commented in one of their videos that they were uncomfortable because they were in the women's restroom and a child was in there too.
Right. So that's how she broke like the internet, right? Like all of a sudden it's an issue because she was posting in, but then it's a whole nother fucking thing. Like, so she gets off by going into these bathrooms, in the female bathrooms, even though she's biologically male, but then disputing that because she's transgendered, which doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. You can imagine it's fucking up the whole,
well, she's doing it on purpose.
she's doing it on
Yes.
purpose. So everyone's all
Well-
fucking whatever, right?
Because the point being is that she's trying to stress out there is
Right.
everybody who is on the extreme right basically is saying that they don't want these biological males and females restrooms where there's nothing actually occurring. There are no violence. There are nobody getting attacked. Nobody's getting raped. But yet on this side, we have the Republican males who are actually being accused of pedophilia, of raping
It's
kids.
a hard fucking line. I
Having
mean, like,
gay sex.
right.
with-
So,
so-
what would keep me as a male be classifying myself as transgendered and going to the fucking female bathroom? That's fucked up. I'm saying misclassifying, right? So, like,
Yeah.
let's just say I call myself a female, right, and just go into the fucking female bathroom and do
Well, I mean,
weird shit.
So this Lily Tino person has also posted many videos in several restaurants, but specifically several have been at Disney and where they were asked to like leave. They were banned for 30 days or whatever.
So
right?
what? So what's y'all's take on
But
this?
well, so Lily Tino, therefore, is in public. Kids are walking by and stuff, and they are explaining with food, right? This is how I became, right? So like my corn dog is now like a like no joke with kids walking by, and that's the uproar. Is all of that, and so like
But you know what she's doing? She's doing exactly what the Republicans have accused them of doing that they haven't been doing. So she's basically putting it out there. Hey, you're accusing us of doing this, so here it is. Fuck you.
I am way pro-trans. I just don't think I agree with someone.
The point being is we haven't addressed this issue
Wait,
logically.
wait. I want to hear his point. Say it.
So I'm a dad. I have a daughter, right? So like that's my like I love going to Twin Peaks and all those places, but I also have a line. It's like I'm not sure how I would feel yet, like with my daughter coming home, and be like, Dad, there was a transgendered male, female that came in the bathroom and
How
like,
would they know
spoke
it was
to me or whatever.
How would they know it was a trans male or trans female?
Because some of them are not through the process.
Well, there are some women and men who don't
But
look
there's
like
no
they should.
but there's no urinals in the women's restroom.
oh,
I-
that
I-
was another thing. Lily Tino said that they peed standing up in the women's restroom.
Yeah, on social media. She's
On
like,
social media.
I stood up to pee. It was weird,
Like,
but I got through
what's
it.
the big deal? Like,
Right.
I was in the women's restroom and I stood to pee.
Yeah, I mean the interesting thing about this is and kind
You
of
should look Lily Tino up on TikTok.
I will, because there was an extreme conservative male who was actually on one of these reality shows who faked being transitioning and went out there and did a ton of videos, got tons of money, tons of followers, and basically came out and says, "Oh, I was just fucking around for you."
This is real shit, my guy. Like, I mean, I am a huge advocate for the LGBTQ plus the transgendered people, and
Well, that's
and
T there.
Absolutely.
right. So specifically the transgender people, but no, like, but the Lily Tino, you should look it up. It's
No, I
fucked
will.
up.
I
It's a
definitely will.
fucked up situation because
And what I'll do
how
next
do
time is
you-
I'll bring in this other guy who is ultra conservative, who is basically trying
Right.
to actually put a nasty brand on transgenders. And he's all on talk shows and all on podcasts, has his own podcast, and basically bashing anything LGBTQI.
right.
So also one of the big things, like, I mean, I follow several transgendered people on TikTok, right? And even they are like so
Absolutely.
against Lily Tino.
Because it makes
Absolutely.
them look fucked up.
Well,
Can I finish my fucking comment, Rick?
hey, now don't compare it.
It makes them look fucked up.
I
Yes,
let you
I
finish your
know.
conversations.
Because you like me. But no, they literally say that. They're like, you are giving the rest of us
Yes.
a bad name because you are doing this on purpose.
That's absolutely
They are.
true.
And so I mean, literally, those people are like, if there's a petition to get Lily Tino off TikTok, like, we're on it. We're
Yeah.
the first ones
The-
to sign
the
this,
point-
that, and the other.
But the point is, on both sides, there are
Correct.
bad people.
Yeah, no,
Period.
absolutely. There totally is.
Especially on that topic.
It's always been a few bad apples can ruin the whole basket.
You know,
or whatever.
Absolutely.
I'll talk about it from being a male going into a male's bathroom, and then a father brings their little girl in there to go to the bathroom. I have a problem with that. I feel very uncomfortable.
Say,
Oh,
wait,
no.
slow down. I just want to make sure I heard you right. So the problem that you mentioned was little girl goes in the females.
No, goes
No,
into
in
the
the
males.
males.
Oh, in the males.
Because, like, if you only had your daughter with you,
Right.
right? She's
not gonna
almost
go-
But what
4.
age are you talking about, though?
These
It doesn't matter.
You're in a public place. You're not going to leave your child to go into the bathroom by themselves.
Correct.
And if she's got to go, usually
Goes with daddy.
She goes with daddy.
but
Especially if there's not a family separate bathroom, they're
Yeah,
going to go
but-
into the main ones. I am uncomfortable. I'm not even
No,
uncomfortable.
I'm
when they
not
bring the
disagreeing.
little
I'm
boys
just,
in
I'm
there.
just I'm just making sure I understand because I take my daughter to the men's. She's
I would
3.
be very
What do you
uncomfortable.
think?
But it's because she's young.
Right. It's because like if I send her to the women's, like what I'm most concerned about is like she'd like run out the back door or whatever. Right. That's what I'm
I
most
hear you
concerned
there,
about.
but also she could be kidnapped or abducted.
Correct.
My
Right.
point being is,
So then what do you do?
That 3-year-old does not belong in the men's bathroom.
So
But-
then would you just not go?
You need to find an alternative.
I mean, there are to be
My-
fair, there are family
But
bathrooms.
my
right?
point is there is no right or wrong here. This
No,
issue
that's-
needs
I
to
agree
be
with that. There's
figured
no
out
right or
of
wrong.
it.
Everybody- you're gonna
Instead
find
of
some-
branding
you're gonna-
somebody a
you're-
negative, like branding them negative and
You're
horrible
going to find
people.
somebody comfortable with anything.
Right.
Nobody's ever going to be 100%.
No, but you got those individuals who are going to ruffle it up and just to piss people off because it's going to get people to bite at it. And that's exactly what Trump does.
Well, no,
Right.
he
They
plays it
spent
to the kill.
$400 million to bitch about saying that biological males being in female sports. You know how many in the country are?
Right.
10. He spent $400 million on his campaign just to put that out there, just
But
to piss his people off.
But the key is it's something that a majority of the people don't agree with, and so he just brings it out.
I don't know if there's a majority that don't agree with it. I mean, I don't know where you got that statistic from.
I just don't know how the transgendered community protects their selves, their community from imposters. That's where it's fucked up. I don't know how they protect somebody who's legitimately straight from posing as a transgendered and going to the female's bathroom and jerking off or doing whatever the fuck they're going to do in the thing. That's all I'm saying.
It's not any worse than some
Right? No, it's not any,
pedophile.
it's not any worse. So then insert daughter right into the female thing, and she comes out and she's like, "Dude, a man is in there."
Yeah.
And it's like it's not a man, it's a trans. Like so then it's like
There's always
It's a
the
whole
controversy.
the whole conversation.
I mean, it's just like one of the Republicans tapping his feet on the damn ground in the bathroom just to get laid from doing gay sex. So same thing.
right.
That happened to Minnesota airport.
It's like it's all the same. But it's
No, I mean, my point is there are controversies on either side that if the left really wanted to push it, they could actually spend
But
$400
the
million
left
on that.
doesn't.
Let me finish now, Sonny.
Okay.
If they really wanted, and you want to statistically go down how many transgender individuals have been involved in a sexual assault or any assault of whatsoever, compared to how many pastors and church-going individuals who were preaching up on that stage have been convicted of them.
yeah, just like teachers. In fact, when it's Teacher Appreciation Week, favorite
But-
fucking thing. 'Cause
Isn't
they,
Teacher
they post
Appreciation
all they
Week
post
in
all the
April?
teachers that have been fucking.
But the
kids, whatever.
Democrats don't do anything.
No, you're absolutely right. I said that the other day. They're just absolute wimps.
I mean, and everybody's thinking it's because everybody's going to be in an uproar because of what Trump and the Republicans are doing right now, which you should be. But then the Democrats are doing very little.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
I mean, I just get things where it's like, I've always been a person where it's kind of fair and you kind of follow the law or whatever. Well, right now people aren't following the law on anything.
Well, the administration, you mean?
Well, and it's starting to trickle down.
Yeah, I mean, as far as they're concerned, it's the executive branch, and everybody else reports to him.
I mean, there's this new prison. Was it
Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz.
in Florida?
Yeah.
Well, there
$450 million.
there is
worth.
a law that basically says is if you're in public office, you can tour any of these places at any time.
Yeah.
So you had these Democrats that went to this place and then got turned down.
Right.
Well, they're getting
and-
turned out in all the detention centers.
And they did. I mean, and basically did nothing. I mean, they get on TV. And
well,
they,
you had
they
one that's got
whine.
arrested.
Well, I mean, if I was them, I would file a court case immediately saying I'm supposed to be here, or I grab a policeman and say I'm entitled to do this.
What good is that going to do?
It's-
Congress just passed a fucking law that you can't get an injunction nationwide
I'm not saying this, but I'm just
against anything the president does.
If
Congress did that.
If I was in Congress or whatever, and I was going to this facility that I had every single right to it, and they're telling me I can't go, I would either call the police right now, say come here right now, I'm entitled to be here, or I would file an immediate court case just to at least put it on notice instead of they just do nothing.
Well, there has been some court cases, but I mean,
But
the
very
response from the
few-
executive
I
branch
mean,
is like,
you
I can
gotta-
do whatever
you
I
gotta
want.
You got to play fire with fire.
I mean, I don't know if it's about. I mean, I think some punches need to be thrown for sure.
But they're not. And it's just like, I mean,
I don't
take the
think-
high road is the stupid road.
I'm not
anything.
disagreeing with you. What I will say is though, I think it's too late. I think this. I mean, I said this the other day. Just a couple of people. The country's down. It's gone. It will take decades to recover from what he's done in just 6 months.
Well, because you look at it, it's like with all the firings and the stuff that they're doing, it's like
Our
the
credibility is
the only
diminished.
way it can change is most of it is in 4 years. If you get a Democratic
It
president,
won't change in 4 years.
But then then you're gonna have all his people in there. So then you're gonna have to get all.
Well,
them
why can't
out.
we do a purge like he did? I mean, he purged everybody. He's
I
firing
know.
everybody. 3,000 people from the State Department was just fired last Friday.
The next interesting thing that's going to be is what's going to happen in November of next year.
Well, that's why he wants to gerrymander here in Texas. He wants to get more Republicans in the House so that he doesn't lose the House.
Yeah, but then
and wheelchair dude is all about
and
it.
then California governor said as well, if y'all do that, then we're going to do it in
Yeah,
California.
but don't forget, Trump came out and said, "I'll do it in other states too."
Well, but then there's other states too. There's Pennsylvania or whatever that's got Democratic governors and stuff.
This
like
is
that.
what we've come to. Unfortunately, this country has come to we are the better people. We are going to screw you all. It's based upon classes. It's based upon Republicans always in charge, always the right ones. Fact of the matter is, Republicans on either politicians on either side are never always right. Democrats as well, independents as well. They're not always right. Republicans think they are always right.
I don't think
Period.
I'm always right.
What's that?
I don't think I'm always right.
I'm
She's
talking
fucking
people
disagreeing.
in office.
I'm in the office.
We know you're not always right.
And she's probably right. You probably do think you're always right.
I'm in the office.
What other topics we want to talk about? Let's get off this one here.
How was your trip to Aruba? I didn't get to see you guys.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen you since.
But we heard you had an awesome time being here
Oh my
at
God, it
Hotel
was-
Itel.
Yes. Oh my
Hotel
gosh,
motel.
it was so relaxing.
vacay time.
I was in
And-
that
and I
hot tub
do-
every fucking morning.
I saw the boobs. I do appreciate you taking care of the girls, though.
I'm glad that they liked me being
Yeah,
here.
they did. I mean, they were fine. They had no issues at all.
And they're laying next to you right now.
They are for sure.
They love me.
But Aruba was great. I mean, I would say that my first couple hours of the resort was a little bit of an issue.
Well, and just caveat this stuff is they're going through growing pains.
Brand new, just opened 2 weeks prior to us
because
getting there.
it opened on June 5th, and we were there on June 13th.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they were, so it's less than 2 weeks open or whatever. So they are going through some growing pains.
And I get that, communication is going to be a problem, especially when you go from, and they did. They went from 300 to 400 that particular week in suites that were about to be ready, and they're going to eventually go to 900. So they have a long way to go, and
Yeah.
even construction-wise, we actually were the first ones to arrive. We left early.
Because there was a total group of 11, but 9 the first day, and we were the first 3 to get there.
Oh, okay.
To the airport, to the resort, everything. We get there, they don't have either of our names on anywhere at all. They have Jennifer's in 2 rooms.
And so then here we are. We're trying to get to the front the gate because it's blocked
Names
off,
aren't anywhere.
and our names aren't on there. And then it's like I said my last name, and then it's like, okay, they're my brother. I said, well, no, it's my brother. Well, then they said, okay, well, we know you're part of the group, so whatever. So they let us in. So then we get in there, and they didn't have mine and Rick's name in there. And
anywhere. Now they had everybody else's name.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
They even had Jesse's.
No. I got him added.
Oh, you had him in that day, but they had everybody. And the thing about it is, Michelle had actually verified it several days earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And
we get there,
Jennifer was on 2 rooms.
but she had like Jennifer Jean Wires and one was Mrs. Wires. So basically, I was in Jennifer's room together with her, and he had his as a king, and we had 2 doubles. And they were back and forth trying to find rooms for either of us at that stage, and they just couldn't. They eventually found, okay, we got these 2 rooms for you. So we head down there. We're going to take, you and Jennifer to yours first. Get there.
Yep.
This is one of the rooms that is about to be put together. Everything's in plastic wrap and stuff like this, and the poor butler was just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, poor guy.
I know. I mean, and Kevin was great, but so we eventually go up to his room, and we're camping out of his room, and they said, we'll have your room shortly. I didn't hear anything. And of course, I needed, again, 8-9 hours later, Jennifer's passed out on the sofa. She's tired. And really, that's what happens. We like to get her, to take a nap as soon as she gets somewhere that long and
Yeah.
travel. Me, I just want to brush my teeth. I wanted to get in the shower, kind of rinse off.
Because you smelled.
I didn't want to use his room because, then I have to unwrap all the suitcases and
Right.
just crazy. He eventually goes, I'm going to meet everybody up the other place. They came and said, okay, we got a temporary room for you. Okay, that's fine. It was king size, no problem, whatever. We'll be back in an hour, and we'll get you to your new room. It's being cleaned right now. Wonderful, no problem. So I got in there. I said, what the hell? I unpacked a little bit I needed, showers, cleaned up and all that. Jennifer passed out again. 2 hours go by. And I'm like, at this stage, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, at this point, everybody else,
Had gotten their rooms, and we had 6 rooms.
The other 6 people had arrived and gotten their rooms and were up there having cocktails already. And I'm like, I called the office. I said, are you going to have it? Just tell me. If not, we'll just leave it be and just do what we need to do. We have in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. By this point, Pat, his brother, and Michael had gone up to the lounge, the preferred lounge, and said, y'all need to do something now. We didn't, we left our suitcases, we met him for dinner, and the butler then came down to the restaurant and grabbed the keys. So to move our luggage from our room that we were in temporarily, which it was a brand new room, and we destroyed it basically. And I say that meaning it was showered, was used,
Right.
Bed
We
was laid
shit in
on.
it. Sorry.
No, I didn't do that.
I was kidding.
But we ended up getting moved to what we call a swim out room.
Okay.
So basically, when you walk out on your patio, there's a little pool right there.
Okay.
So
And it had 2 beds in it, and it was only 2 down from where my brother and sister-in-law were.
So I
okay.
could get
So
into
that's
the
nice.
pool and just swim down to theirs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so-
Okay.
But I mean, and I was in there quite a bit. Jennifer was in there a couple of times doing
But
some photo shoots.
she loved it.
She was like tickled pink about it. That's for sure. The resort itself is beautiful, really is. Again, like you said, growing pains. They have. I mean, it's very windy in Aruba. Did not realize that. So
Well, I heard there was a tropical storm
Okay.
in the area, so when you got the bands that came through, the wind would just blow.
I mean, like suddenly.
Because it's like, they would put the umbrellas up, but the wind was blowing so hard.
They
it
were
would-
weapons.
It would like knock the umbrellas over
And they go
then
fire.
torpedo.
Yeah.
out.
Oh, wow.
And they-
So it's something they're learning. They'll have to
and
learn how to
a couple
figure out.
days that we were, by the time we were there, they had actually put these huge, like, cage-like cabanas up, and as soon as the wind came in with that storm, it threw them into the swimming pool, damaged
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. The only thing that I would say that I was a little bit in comparison to other resorts we've been that had the preferred is the swim up area. We're at the area where anybody could go to. The one that they had the preferred pool, which I could have been fine with that if we were down further. You know what I'm saying? Remember the pool that had the preferred pool? It was up.
Yeah, it's just
There was no swim up bar, which is
No.
kind of cool to be able to sit at the bar and drink and
Right, in the water.
we would actually have to get cocktail service at the pool there.
But it's like any other place that we've gone is Preferred has never had their own swim up pool with the bar in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my bad then. I assumed it did.
No.
Well, it made me happy either way.
because it's just a huge factor, whatever. But the biggest, the shocker that we kind of had is that when you go to these resorts, it's like my drink is Crown, his is Belvedere, and usually they never have Belvedere, no matter where we go or
Ever.
whatever. But then Crown, sometimes in the preferred area they would have it because you got the premium liquor there or whatever. Well, we didn't know, so when we were at once we landed into Aruba, we stopped at the duty free, got 4 bottles of Crown and one.
Screwed that up because we didn't realize that it's 1 bottle per person, so there was taxes that we
So we
had
had to pay tax or whatever, but we didn't know that. But so then we get to the resort, and then we find out that they have Crown and Belvedere
On
there,
most bars.
and almost all the bars. And then ultimately, is it like at the swim ups or whatever? If they didn't have Belvedere
They'd get
there,
it.
they would go get it for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very pleased about that. I mean, matter of fact, I drank maybe half the liter that I got, and the rest I just left in the room, just simply
Yeah.
because I had Belvedere everywhere I want.
Right.
And he actually ended up giving a bottle of Crown to our butler.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, he doesn't drink, but
Yeah. Aw. Well, it could have been a gift for somebody else.
yes, exactly.
I mean, there's what my room looked like.
So overall, great time. We did a boat tour excursion where we did a little bit of snorkeling and got to see where all the ritzy places are with all the casinos and what have you. They went to the casinos twice. I didn't want to do the casinos.
Did the ATVs
yeah,
once?
yeah.
You didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
You
I-
backed out.
Well, my knee wasn't really acting up and was acting up. And the price kept going up. I mean, it's getting bloody expensive. But anyhow. And plus it was like 2 hours away. Because
it was
because
not
baby
2
ba-
hours away,
the Seekers Baby Beach is literally on the southern portion of the island,
which
and
is like about 40 minutes away from
the airport.
and main town
And
or whatever.
and it literally there's nothing else resort wise down there. There's some homes here.
There's
and
a
there.
tub on this balcony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's like a bubble tub. Yeah. Yeah. So most of the excursion stuff was started at the very top of the island. So you had to go all the way up there. And then you could eventually take the ATVs all the way down. Sometimes it was like an 8-hour excursion with that, because you
That
hit
was the view
like
at
different
night.
spots and things of that sort. But overall,
From my room.
I think they're going to do very well with that beach.
I mean, it was an unbelievable resort. They had 3 that I recall, 3 huge big pools. One was just primarily for the preferred
and that's just the
people.
beginning, because you could see where the other buildings are going to go, and they're going to have more pools.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's a beautiful resort.
and I'd say that of all the ones that we've been in Secrets, and I said this the other day, I think the food was the best
And
there
that's
too.
the beach right down from where we were.
And
Oh,
that's
nice.
actually in the top 10 of the best beaches for scuba
Baby
diving
Beach.
Ooh.
As a baby beach?
in the world. Baby Beach in the world. You can wait out there for how long? I mean, and you
Well, it's
still
like
just
that
such a
whole
waste.
that whole area, that whole cove area.
Yeah.
You can walk.
So, but I think overall everybody had a fantastic time. There's
That's
no
good.
doubt. So
That's very good.
now discussion's back on where's next year. There's been talk about St. Martin, because they did his 60th in St. Martin. That was just at the end of COVID, and there was nobody there. And apparently, a lot of restaurants weren't open at that time. And now they've done some renovations there too. So,
Oh, okay. That would
and
be
that's
cool.
Yeah, that's on the French side.
And then they wanted. There's talk about maybe doing Watuka again because they redid that resort.
Yeah, Watuka. I mean, I would say that I personally would like to do St. Martin first, then Watuka. But I haven't been to.
Because you went to Watuka.
Well, yeah, but I haven't been to the St. Martin.
No,
one.
I got it.
I mean, I've been to St. Martin. I just haven't been to that resort. So.
But I mean, but it's all inclusive. So you get there and I mean, the food, drinks.
Yeah, I mean, you want to tip people, and they take care of you when you do.
Yeah.
They really do. Very friendly staff.
Good.
Everybody spoke English. The primary language there is Dutch,
Okay.
and typically they have most
Because
individuals.
it's a Netherlands island.
Yeah, I mean, it literally actually most individuals, doesn't matter what stage economically you are, speak 4 languages:
That's cool.
Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, and English.
I wish I knew 4 languages.
I
I
know,
wish I
right?
knew 2.
I mean, just 3 of those will get you somewhere in the world. That's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So, but yeah, great time. I think was had by all. So it was definitely something that I did not want to come back to, especially to Dallas and especially the United States.
Very cool. No, that's all I got. I
I'm
got to
glad
pee.
y'all had a great time.
What's that?
I'm glad y'all had a great
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but it sounds like you had a great time too.
Oh, I totally did. My kids did not want to leave.
Well, that's good. That means a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good
they
then.
absolutely loved it. So,
Does that mean
Did
they
y'all
prob-
go to Dave and Buster's?
no,
No.
we didn't end up going. So, but they expired on the 30th of June.
What?
all those
Those little
coupons?
coupons.
Ah,
Well, most of the coupons actually expired in December.
yeah.
But
they all have
they
expiration
give it at
dates on
different
it.
times. But I bet if you take them there, they'll still honor them.
No, I used to work for the company. Remember, they don't.
Only 3 of them were good, and I was like, well, that's perfect because
Yeah.
Ethan and Emma, and then they could share one.
Yeah,
But we ended up not going. They were too tired. They didn't want to get out of the pool.
and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's
Nothing wrong with
at
that.
all.
As long as the kids had a good time,
Mom, come play Marco Polo with us.
love it, love it, love it. So, are you keying us off?
I got to either pee, get another drink, or what? I got 20 more minutes.
All of the above.
Yeah, all the above, I think.
Should we take a quick intermission?
Yeah. Well,
No, just keep it running. I got a little song playing. Let's get a refill and drinks.
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, we're just going to take a quick commercial break and be back
Kids on
in
bathroom.
4 minutes.
Well, I just need.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right. And all I could taste in this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your eye. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I want
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know you can feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven. You're the closest to heaven.
Can you hear now?
I can. Can you hear me yet?
No, still can't hear anything through the headset.
Weird.
I got something similar. Yeah.
Turbo.
Oh, you have 8 of them?
I gave
Oh, I would have loved one.
Jennifer had one, and then
Send me the link.
yeah,
Buy
and
it.
they're like, I mean, I had discount obviously, some extra dollars off, but I mean, I think I got these like $7 each.
It's not bad.
No, and let me tell you something, it worked. She's like, hell no, get away from me.
Sounds like a vacuum.
Turbo is sure. Maybe interfering with the.
You can hear it a little bit, but it's not bad. But it does sound like a vacuum.
Well, I just heard him like send an email too.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to turn that off.
Your sounds, dude.
It sounds, yeah.
Yeah, go into email, go into the mail, and turn off the sounds. It's really easy.
I can't even figure out how to log into YouTube.
Yeah, I had to delete the app because apparently there was like permissions that were like embedded, and it's not like you know.
I don't know.
You can. Yep, that's your fan.
Wow.
I definitely don't know.
I'll turn the mic. Well, if you're a better communicator too,
I know.
because I would have tested that out beforehand.
I blame myself.
Well, he was able.
Well, we
to
blame
hear,
you too.
He was able to hear the music and stuff in the thing. He just can't hear us talk.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
But I can hear him just fine.
Yeah, I hear her, but yeah.
I think it's just him.
All right. I got about 15, then I got to bounce. I'm taking Henry to the marching band competition tonight.
Oh, really?
And traffic was a bitch to get here.
Yeah, traffic was a bitch.
Traffic's always. I mean, I went
No,
up to,
more than usual.
More a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I went to
More bitch.
Farmersville for that, looking at one of those vintage cars, and it was horrible to get up there and back.
Yeah.
He has 15 minutes, and he's got to bounce.
Me. I'd have longer, but I didn't communicate appropriately, so therefore we just spent an hour dicking around with.
But
you two.
you're consistent.
Consistently
Yes.
unpredictable, or what? Consistently.
Fuck
I don't know.
Consistently a fuck up. No. So okay, I'm done talking. Anybody wants to talk?
Whoa. Wait, say that again?
Anybody else want to take the floor?
That's not what I say the other part
I brought up a
again.
lot of shit. I brought up Lily. I brought up the stock market. I mean, I contributed today.
Yeah, you were quiet for a period there, though.
Period in the conversation today.
Period. End
Well,
of story.
because you won't let anyone have an inch. No pun intended.
He wants more than an inch.
He wants the whole fucking what's a meter? What's your metric?
well,
what do you guys measure in kilometers?
The problem is I come with facts you don't. I come with like information,
yeah, but
details.
I come with feelings.
It's also like I
Momentum.
know several people who are like, I have got to get this out of my head or I will forget. And
Well,
so therefore they
that is
have to interrupt.
that is definitely a part of what I have going on because there's too much shit in my head.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a common problem all the time. I got too much stuff going through there constantly. I'm like a sponge because I read so much, I hear so much, I absorb it.
A dirty sponge?
He's like
And-
a gay,
and it-
dirty
and
sponge.
it just goes in the back of my head and it's like sits there until like it's ready to come out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I will literally start talking about topics like in the politics, particularly having no clue where I heard it from, knowing it's a fact though. So, yeah, that's just what it is. But
So, Alex, what do you think of Cooper flag?
What's
yeah.
a Cooper flag?
Oh my God, really?
What's a Cooper flag?
First round draft, NBA.
I'm waiting for
pick.
I'm waiting for everybody to build a casino, and that's it.
It's got to pass first.
With the pass it already. Let's go. What is everybody worried about? Why is everybody so scared about casinos
He
and
wants
gambling?
to make sure that he redoes the districts first, so that Republicans get in the House. That's why he's doing the special session.
Just do
They
it already.
already have the house.
How much
here
money
in
is it going to
Texas.
make for this economy in
because
Texas?
he's-
A bunch.
Yeah, but I mean, look what the lottery makes for us, and we don't go in the right spots. Let's go to education. It goes everywhere else. I mean,
Education.
well, apparently that's what Republicans say. That's why the Department of Education's been shutting down.
I'm ready for casinos in town.
Really? Why?
Why? Because we're all going to Oklahoma. We're spending our money in another
And remember,
state.
we're going there in November.
We're all going to Vegas. Yeah, yes, we are. But we are all. Everyone here, they're all going to Vegas. They're all going to Shreveport. They're all going to fucking.
But hey, it's no different. It first started with horse racing because horse racing was not here in Texas, and you had to go to Shreveport. You had to go to Louisiana Downs.
Let's
And
just
that
get
shut-
it over
and
with.
it's like you went there, and it's like 95% of the cars had Texas driver license plates
Doesn't
on
say
it.
a lot for Texans.
And then finally
We
they
like to gamble.
And then finally they
Again, doesn't say a lot
they
for
got
Texans.
horse racing here in Texas, and then it was the lottery, and then it took a long time before the lottery got here or whatever.
It
Let's
will come.
do it.
But the key is you've got a bunch of people from Oklahoma and Louisiana that are fighting
Oh, of course.
and giving money to a lot of the politicians
Yeah, the lobby,
here.
the gambling lobby.
so they won't because
they'll lose money.
they don't want casinos here because if they do is their states are going to lose.
So
And that's a big source
Special
of their
interests.
revenue.
Oh yeah, WinStar will take a hit.
A huge hit.
Huge hit.
And I guarantee you they
Same
have
with
some
the
hell
ones
of a
in
lobbyists going
Shreveport.
on.
Same with
They-
the ones in Shreveport. And they just built a badass casino. I haven't
they
been.
did.
The
Actually,
live.
Yeah. The lobbyists for WinStar and Harris, they're shelling out big bucks right now and campaign finance and all that shit to the.
No, I need casinos to come back, and I need Pornhub to get back in action over here.
I thought the Supreme Court ruled that the states can. I think they said they could at least verify the age, but nobody wants to verify their age.
That's
because
not the
then-
problem. The problem is Pornhub's against it because they are going.
We're getting your
That
phone
was
calls,
weird, right?
Sorry.
They're
Came to the
upset.
iPad, though.
They are blocking it in Texas because they don't think that that's a solve for people minors not having access to pornography. They don't. They're like having a block to age verify is not going to block it. So they're like, we're just going to pull out of it no matter what.
All they have to do is go to Twitter. There's plenty of porn there.
That's their argument. So they're punishing people like me.
No, my point being is like it doesn't matter. Anybody can go on Twitter anywhere in the country and get their porn.
Exactly. You better
free.
believe as soon as I land in Vegas, I pull up my phone. I just catch up on what I've missed.
Doesn't say a lot for you.
But it just depends on which website you go because they haven't blocked every website.
No,
Oh,
Pornhub.
they haven't?
That's the Bane squeeze.
So you
my
know
guy.
that?
That's his
So you
biggest
know that?
issue.
Well,
That's my biggest
'cause, like,
issue.
you go in there and pop up on some, and some say no. You got to verify.
I don't know. I don't have to pull up porn
You got to
sites.
verify. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying some spots you got to verify your age.
Well, yeah, usually that says like a click, right?
Well,
Yeah, you just have to
Just like
click.
but you have to give them more information
Just like when
now.
you're
So a
saying
lot
your
of people
liquor.
don't. A lot of people don't want to do that now. But then you go to
Well, who
some.
would? I mean, it just talks about the perversions. I mean, I don't want to see some of the stuff that you look at. I'm just saying.
I don't even know what to say.
You know, the funny thing about it is, it's just like, I'd really be funny to see who actually looks at that type of stuff and says, ooh, look at this one. Look at he's looking
Well,
at.
it's like I'm kind of surprised because
He
right
likes-
now, you know, the rumor on Paxton.
Yeah. Okay. Have y'all heard this one? Okay, you know, Paxton, who's the Attorney General of Texas, the one with the like little droopy eye, you know, it's like someone punched him in the eye.
That's going to be running. That wants to run for Senate seat.
Against Cornyn, who's a Republican as well. So he's actually going to primary him. Well, he's obviously been under investigation federally and things of that sort for conspiracy, racketeering, all types of stuff. And of course, the Republicans basically dismissed everything. Was also,
But they're the ones. They were the ones pushing at the beginning.
Well, certain Republicans in the House in Texas were actually trying to impeach him, and then that's when the lieutenant governor stepped in as well. But anyways, his wife is also a member here, a senator here in the state of Texas, for Texas, not for federally, and she stood by him
and
for the entire time.
but she got her job because of him.
Absolutely, she did. But it's based here in the Dallas DFW market. Well, after 38 years, she's basically filed for divorce on religious reason, something. I mean, basically biblical reasons. And now, of course, there was a query. It's like, well, explain biblical reasons. You know, all we can tell you is that he was not caught with a woman. Mm-hmm. Okay. It could be a man. It could be a dog. It could be a cow. I mean,
Lily Tino.
yeah, I mean, transgender
Lily
individual. I
fucking
mean,
Tino.
you know, so it's going to be interesting if anything that comes out in the wash. Now, the unfortunate thing about it is the judge has put a gag on it, the entire divorce thing, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. He's a public official. She's a public official. And she put it out there already herself for biblical reasons. It should be known to everybody.
Could be Lily Tino.
You know, but I mean, for them to come out just a couple of days later, literally a couple of days later, and a spokesperson on her side basically said he was not caught with a woman. What the hell was he caught with then? An alien? You know?
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, so it's just going to be kind of interesting. Now, the interesting thing about it is if he actually wins the primary and goes up against a Democrat, it's like who will win that one because he is like carrying so much fucking baggage.
Oh, hold on. I just got a question from one of our callers. Thank you, caller. Our viewers. Thank you, viewer, for chiming in. I appreciate it.
On the chat?
On the chat. Yeah, it's on the chat. So it says right here, it says, hey, Rick.
Of course. Let's pick on Rick again.
It says, shaved or hairy down there? Wink, wink. I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know.
Shaved?
Yeah.
Who's our caller?
It's from Sam I Am out of Idaho. It says
Idaho of
It
all
says
places.
Rick, shaved or hairy down there? Wink, wink.
Neither. It's called tastefully trimmed.
Are you serious? Is there a little thing on the top? Like, is there here's the hot dog. Is there like a fucking landing patch right here?
I am not going to tell you how I manscaped.
You just did. Okay,
No.
first of all, I didn't even ask. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I
What
mean,
was
you're-
his name? I forget. What did I say?
Sam I Am.
Sam I Am from Idaho.
No. First of all, I don't know anybody saying I am, and why would they want to know that? And typically, Idaho, the
Isn't
most
that
conservative
Dr.
state in the country.
Seuss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Sam I Am.
Yes, that's from Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of perverted
Same
on
I
your
am.
part.
It's not perverted on my part. Okay. Thank you, caller. We're not going to find
That
out
wasn't
today
a call,
on
that was
today's
a chat.
episode.
He said he
He
was
already
trimmed.
said.
I
He
said
said he was
Already said.
trimmed.
He just didn't go into detail
It's
about
not
what
a,
it looked like.
It's
I
not
said-
a big bush. It's
I
not.
said, didn't I say
whatever. It's
tastefully
It's
trimmed?
like a
Tastefully
fucking. It's like
trimmed,
a.
it's
It's
fine.
like an astroturf. I'm actually
AstroTurf.
surprised. I
Actually-
would actually see you as like a fully scaped, like
Actually,
no hair.
you might want to trim yours. It might look bigger. Even trim. Just saying.
They do say if you trim it, it looks bigger.
You know the Homer Simpson? He goes in the bushes. That's what it's like.
See where this conversation's
All right.
gone to.
I'm sorry,
I know.
caller. Okay, oh, I got another one. I got another one. It's to Rick again. Fucking weird.
And who's it from?
It's from who's it from? I don't know who it's from. it's,
Nobody in our families need to watch this,
it
please.
says, "Have you tried wiping while you're standing up?" I don't think that's possible, but they want to know. So I think what they're asking is so you take a shit, then do you stand up then wipe, or do you wipe as you're shitting, like as you're sitting on the toilet?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Okay,
Who
moving
doesn't
on.
stand
Let's,
up?
I'm
let's
okay.
just,
I'm sorry, chat. We
Hold on.
won't get this answer today.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, just for the record, everybody stands, don't they?
When they wipe?
Yeah.
He does it.
No, I
He's
sit
li-
while I'm wiping.
So you wipe into your balls.
Well, first of all, I go back to or front to back. I don't go back to front.
All right. If you're sitting,
Yeah, let's move
how
on.
do you get your hand there?
No, you pivot up. You use one hand to move the balls, the other one hand to wipe it.
That's
clean.
too much work.
Oh
What
God.
do you do? No, you don't anyway.
Yeah, we don't want to know this.
I'm sorry, chat person.
Yeah, now that you know
Nameless.
exactly how he does his way.
One topic we did not cover, though, that my son was actually really upset about when we found this out was the P. Diddy trial.
Oh my God, I was pissed.
My son,
Hella pissed.
it came across my thing, and I said, "Hey, Ethan, just so you know, they found Diddy not guilty." He goes, "What the fuck, Mom?"
Well, they found him guilty on the two lesser
Charges. This is what privilege is. This is what privilege is.
what privilege is.
And you know, the fact of the matter is, I've never really had any liking for that person, even his music or whatever. But I've always thought he was a horribly despicable individual. I thought the way he treated women, even when we didn't know about the beatings and the dragging of the hair and shit like
I
that.
have to borrow this tonight. Can I borrow this tonight?
It
I
won't,
bring it
it
back?
won't do that.
Well, it won't do what?
It won't do that. Just because it sounds like it, but it just won't do that. So it was very disappointing, the fact that, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, this was actually came out of the wash. The fact of the matter, he's guilty.
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like I didn't watch the trial.
And he's guilty of even worse. Trust me.
Yes, I believe that.
Yeah, but
I
it
just
shows
like,
what
I
money and
didn't
power
watch
can buy.
the trial.
Well,
but it's
nobody
just-
watched the trial, but there was no cameras. It was only like, you know,
But it's just
drawings and shit.
But it's just like this is the part where it's like, did they over charge it to where it's like?
Possibly, who knows?
But the one thing that I didn't understand is, okay, there was five counts, right? They based it. The jury basically came back and said, "Is okay. We've decided on 4 of them. We're hung on the 5th one, which was actually the first one, which was the worst one,
The big one.
the big one. So at that point,
It
if you're hung on the big one, then it's like you would assumed on the other 4, which were less than, that you would have been guilty on all those.
Or not guilty, either way.
I mean, not guilty.
Yeah.
Well, no.
No, I'm one or the other.
Well, no,
Either
but-
you're
no,
all
because-
guilty or you're not.
Well,
all.
no. If you're going to be not guilty on the lesser ones, then why are you going to be hung on that bigger one?
Because there was a lot more to actually base it upon.
But it's just like so it's like I was just so it's just like everybody else assumed on all the other 4
That he was
guilty. And then it's like we can't come to it. We need to. And then the judge says, well, no, you got to do it tomorrow. And then within an hour,
Yeah. They
then
had a
they've already
decision,
decided on that one.
which
And then-
basically said, let's get out of here.
No, they didn't want to do the work.
Yeah.
But
you know,
then-
and the
but
interesting
then
thing
it's-
about it is he's on the 2 charges he was guilty of is transportation for potential prostitution, but not guilty of the prostitution shit. I'm
Well,
like, what?
you know who's gonna fucking die in prison? Is Michael John Kohlberger? What's his name?
don't know.
No, this one's fucked up.
I can guarantee you there's
Let me
already
find his name.
There's a target on Diddy's head when he gets out of jail too. I mean, he has done so much worse to his fellow rappers in the past. Things that I won't even mention because of defamation, shit like that. I mean, but bottom line, there's a target on him.
Brian Kohlberger. You hear about this shit? This shit's fucked up.
No.
No.
So it's in Idaho. This guy, they're all in college. He
that
kills
guy.
4 women, or
Well,
3 men, women, 1
he's
man.
escaped the death row.
Yeah, but he's gonna fucking perish in prison.
They'll
They're
put him in
sending him
solitary.
They're sending him to the worst prison in the whole
But he'll be
country.
in solitary confinement.
Yeah, for 23 hours. He ain't gonna see the light of
Yeah,
day.
he gets out by himself. He gets the sunlight for an hour. Back in, boom. Simply
He's-
because I mean,
He'll die in prison. I
mean,
guarantee
he was
that.
guilty. I mean, he knew he was guilty of killing those 4 individual girls. So sad situation, and I know the families are very upset that he didn't get the death penalty.
So Rick, just take a plea bargain on the fact that you actually have a hairy bush and you don't want to admit it. So
Why did we circle back to this?
I'm just saying, instead of
He's
us
upset.
spending the
He's
time,
on a roll.
Kara,
instead of us spending the time
he's obsessed with me.
obsessing with it,
You're obsessed
just
with me.
admit it
Why are you
No,
so
you're the one who's
obsessed with me?
so we can put it to rest.
You're the one who's obsessed.
Caller, what was the caller's
Again,
name? The original one?
A little bit of advice
Sam,
for you.
I am.
Sam, I am.
A little advice for you. Trim it. It may look bigger.
I trim it now.
Well, maybe,
And then
maybe
less
you need to
hair
shave
for
it.
your partner when she's doing our blowjob.
Oh my God.
Nope, we can't say that. We can say everything
Beep.
else.
Oops.
We can say everything else.
A little late there on that one.
Poor reaction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's children in the transvestite restroom, bro. What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
All
I'm just
right,
kidding.
folks. Again, this was our first one in 80 Days Live. We do appreciate you spending some time with us. We'll probably try to make it a little bit more frequent than Alex has been doing for us, since he's been always out there getting drunk somewhere else.
Every other week for me, I could come.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We need to do it more consistent, at least
Yes.
once a week, at least, for
Agreed.
sure. But thanks for joining us on Buddies and Banter.
Oh, I can hear everyone.
Oh my God, was it the thing I
yeah,
tried to do earlier?
I can
and
hear
you said, "No,
everything.
thank you"?
Everything came to
you.
life.
Oh my
And-
Buddies
God.
and Banter's the Uncensored podcast. Till later.
And we have another episode right. Damn it! This whole time I've been like,
You missed it because you didn't listen to me.
He never listens.
No, he doesn't
I'm
listen to
so
anybody but
upset
himself.
right now.
Totally try to fix it.